Oh, what an exciting morning this morning. Look at that. Look at that. Hauling that manure out. Hey, there's all them Herefords from Sunny Farms. Look at them little calves. They're kind of cute. I also need a bale of hay. They get fed twice a day, but a bale of hay is just to be munched on. Look at this little rambunctious one. They're bellering a little bit because they're in two different pens. But good day to clean this out. Good and froze. Gonna clean her out. Now, everything here gets a name. This is Winston. Winston the 7800. The other day the payloader broke. I had to use to load feed. I was telling my wife that, and my son says to me, I said, yeah, I had to go get the John Deere to load feed, finish loading feed. My son goes, no, Dad, you had to go get Winston. Also, here's some food for thought. There ain't nothing exciting about getting a new manure spreader. Just saying. Because there isn't. You get a new manure spreader, it's just going to get full of manure. And we're off. That's a load of poo on the 195. I know I could get a bigger spreader, but not going to. I can hook any tractor I have onto a 195 is my theory. I can hook my 806, 856, 1486, 1086, 5488, Winston the 7800. I'll have to do a video someday of the names, how everything's got a name on this farm too. Like the 1066, that's the Crow. And then there's the Hoop Barn. And where did you come from, you little calf? Oh, one of them little black baldy Hereford cross. Little devil. Have to get him back in. Get around him. Get back up with your mama. There he goes. Somebody's always out on this farm, to be honest. Hey, bulls. Now the bulls are in the cornfield because I don't want the cows to get bred. And I don't have a place to feed them, so up in the yard, so they still get to go to the cornfield. We feed them in the H bunks, or the bottomless bunks. They don't get out, but just one more job that guy has to do is open and shut the gates. It works. Here we go. This is a record snow we've had this year too. It's all I've done is push snow out here and piled it up all winter. I'm glad it's spring. Ugh. But we're supposedly going to get more snow this week. Sure hope not. Let it beeps at me. Here we go. It's pretty rough out here too. Kind of thankful the snow is starting to melt. Is it coming out? Oh. My goal with this 195, and even when I was on the manure crew, well, it depended, but on a box spreader like I have on a 195, or even when I helped the Pedley brothers, we had, or they had, a vertical beater spreader, and the goal was to always make it a half mile across the field to get the best coverage. And that way you utilized, I don't know, I guess you utilized all the manure in the stalks. This is all going to have to be disked. And we'll plant some more corn, harvest it, bale it, put it back into the cows. God dang, I wish I'd have been recording that. Holy smokes. Those ruts, that is not good. I hope I can get turned around here. Like, the front, the ice coming across this waterway just, I really wouldn't say it's a waterway, but it's deep. Yesterday I was driving right across it like it was nothing. But it just like all the way up to the front axle. I mean, that's pretty deep. Like yesterday, I'm gonna have to just turn around, whatever, I guess, but holy smokes, what a mess. Oops, wrong lever. Gotta get the manure out, not back in. But wow, I was gonna have this thing buried. That's insane. Like, I don't know if everybody can see that, but that goes down there. That takes all the water off that quarter section there, and it comes through this farm where I live, and then goes down and goes through Don's farm there, through the waterway. But wow, that was deep. I don't even know what to think about that. Like, oh, the front wheel assist and everything was digging. Luckily I was able to back out. I didn't have to call my dad to come pull me out with the payloader, or had to dig it out. That'd have been a mess. He'd have been real thrilled and happy. You know, I think there's some, we pull tractors, and I think there's some art to not getting stuck, and that has to go along with tractor pulling a little bit. Like, when I used to haul with an 856, you were not going to get stuck, because you did not want to have to make that phone call or walk to the yard to get Dad to come pull you out, or get somebody to pull you out. And an 856 International is not a, I mean, you could get a front wheel assist kit put on them, but we never had any. We only had two-wheel drives. Holy smokes. That is deep. I'll be glad when it's summer, to be honest. And I know too, I know it's been a while since I posted a video. Just, I don't know, I gotta get my GoPro working on this phone works, but always remember, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. I want this thing to grow. I should have been taking videos when we were pulling calves and calving, but my parents were in Hawaii for a week, and with all the snow we've had, pushing snow, I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. But yeah, get this thing going again. Saturday, on St. Patty's Day, I took the payloader and I scooped that pile of snow and I dumped it all in the ditch. And it was as high as my Volvo payloader would dump. That tells you how much snow is there. And now the ditch is completely full. Insane the amount of snow we've had this year. Like, I bet we've had 5 feet, 6 feet. Anybody remember the Virginia cattle? Those come from Canton. Those come from Canton. And those come from Virginia. I don't know if this would work or not either. But something I would really like to do, and a friend of mine and I have talked about it a couple times, but we'd like to get some sort of like a talk show going. I mean, there's a lot of podcasts and all that kind of stuff, but we'd like to do like a live or a recording talk show with just like area people, agronomists and stuff. We're still trying to figure that out. We've been trying to figure it out for a year, so it tells you about how ambitious we were. Alright, here goes load number 2. Let's see if we don't get stuck this time. I think more or less I'm just going to turn around. My gosh. Anybody got a solution to get those round bales out of the snow drifts? Besides, get a cat in here and move all the snow? I'm gonna wait for Mother Nature just to warm up. I'll let her warm up. The other day I found something on the side of the road. It was a bumper off of a truck. And I thought to myself, he's not on here, but he's on TikTok. Old Nathan Boots, old Mr. Flat Tire guy, he'd have been proud of what I picked up. He always had something he picked up on the side of the road. And he's not here with us. He was in an accident, but he would have been proud of what you picked up. I always got a kick out of his TikToks. Jeez Louise, we got cattle out all over the place. I gotta go.